just really excited because, like, I mean, you know better than me, the fact that this is playing in a theater is like part of it.
Yeah,
How does that feel? Like people are going to see this finally? It's starting. It's played a couple times in theaters this year
yeah,
with the EGFA taking it, but like it's probably
yeah,
played
yeah.
more this year in theaters than it did in its original run.
Probably. I mean, it's interesting because early on, of course, it only could play in theaters because that's all essentially all there was. There wasn't, people weren't, there was no computer and no internet and none of that kind of stuff. And you could get a DVD, not a DVD, but a tape because there weren't even DVDs yet. But, most people didn't do that. Most people, if you're going to see something at all, you saw it in the movie theater, and it showed at a couple festivals and stuff. And generally speaking, well received. But to actually put it out in a movie theater, in those days meant spending a bunch of money to promote it and so on. And it just didn't have, it didn't have the gore of something like Friday the 13th or the fear or whatever. It was kind of in between. It wasn't easy to sell because it was a movie. I mean, it had a story and you had to pay attention all the way till the end. And if you did, then you got it. And when people did, they kind of liked it. But those were not easy, low budget movies to sell because people didn't want to go to the drive-in to see a movie like that.
I had a question about International Harmony distributed this film. It hardly played theaters. How did you guys come to meet? Like, did you work with Stuart Shapiro? Is that who you guys worked with?
Yeah, and I'm trying to even remember. I think he saw it in a festival or somewhere, or there was somebody else who introduced him to us, and it might have been George Romero. George
Hmm.
might have introduced us to him. I honestly can't remember.
How does it feel now that people are like experiencing the movie and like
Well, I think
fi-
it's cool. I mean, I'd be curious as to what they think. What do they find interesting? What works for them? What doesn't work? I mean, I honestly don't have a handle on. I mean, I know how we made it and what we were trying to do with it at the time. 50 years ago, 45 or 50 years ago. But is that how the people who are seeing it now actually see it? I don't know.
one of the things when we did the intro for the film that Bill, my partner, talked about is he really likes how much this gets across the party nightclub side of Pittsburgh, which has kind of disappeared in
Right,
the years
right,
since. Like,
right.
was that something you guys were involved in then? Like, kind of post movies
Well, I
and like,
mean,
yeah.
we went to, yeah, sure. We would go to the bars where there was music being played and stuff, and that was, kids. I mean, we were young, and I had spent a bunch of time in Pittsburgh, and I had gone to college in Pittsburgh, and that was really the world we lived in.
Anything else you'd like to tell the folks here that have just seen it? Like, what's another one of your films maybe they should go see, or like something
No,
else that
no,
they should?
no. There isn't. I don't know. It's none of that. I mean, I would. What I'd want to say to anybody who sat and watched it is thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.
The movie will do all right. Possession's the thing right now. Characters are good, a little shallow, but
Oh, really?
about the only thing you don't have is a good chase to the climax.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.